At 11, the new school year is on the minds of Hoosier families across the state.
While families prepare, school districts and education advocates are sounding the alarm about staff shortages impacting bus drivers, cleaning crews, and especially teachers.
Yeah, thousands of openings have yet to be filled across the state. Here's where things stand right now in Indiana. There are more than 2,200 unfilled teaching positions, more than 800 student support positions, and more than 70 school leadership positions.
WRTV's Cornelius Hocker joins us now in studio with a look at how the state got to this point and how teachers feel about it.
Yeah, Mark and Nicole, to truly grasp the situation, you have to go back to 2008. That's when lawmakers passed a sweeping bill limiting property taxes to 1% of a home's assessed value. Simply put, if you're in a district where the home values are lower, your school gets less money. Over time, this has forced school districts to go to voters to ask for tax increases in order to get more money flowing into the schools. People I spoke with say that, along with several other issues, have created an unsustainable and unattractive environment for teachers in Indiana.
Lindsay Bradshaw and her husband Pat have been teachers for almost 20 years. When they first started, they say it was a dream job. Pat even proposed to Lindsay in her classroom because school and being a teacher is that important in their lives.
It was a fun job. It was the job that you got to do and hang out with kids and, change the world in your own little way.
I started out in high school, so I was teaching seniors government, and which again, to 18-year-olds is kind of an important thing for them to know for the first time they're going to go out there and vote about important issues. At least 17 years ago, that's what it was about.
But over the last several years, the Bradshaws say there has been a shift, making their dream jobs less dreamy.
I think a lot of what we are seeing is almost like the villainizing of teachers. I updated the resume and put it out there into the world. Got on LinkedIn, the whole thing.
They both teach middle school. Lindsay teaches science, Pat social studies. They say some of the normal topics they teach have become controversial, and parents have reached out to them to complain about the content.
I probably have the most pushback, I would say, and a lot of questions about climate change. With just what's going on with like the EPA, you want to make sure that you're, keeping your kids informed.
It used to be a thing to where I would have no problems saying slavery was one of the main causes of the Civil War, or anything really about slavery. And within the last couple of years, I've been getting emails from an occasional parent that's like, well, we don't really know all the research, this and that.
The Bradshaws believe this increased scrutiny from parents is directly related to politicians making a point to single out educators for so-called indoctrination or having an agenda. Also, teacher pay is a big sticking point in Indiana. Starting salary averages around $37,500 for teachers. That is $3,600 less than the national average. So with all that in mind, are the Bradshaws surprised there are around 3,000 teacher openings in the state?
I don't think really honestly that it's that surprising.
All of these factors are driving folks away from the profession. And it simply is unsustainable.
Keith Gamble, president of the Indiana State Teachers Association, says he's been trying to call attention to the teacher crisis for years.
What is the state going to do to make sure that this is a profession that Hoosiers want to go into? Clearly, we're going to have to make more resources available for our school districts to devote to salary and to wage-related benefits in order to make sure that folks recognize that they can earn a living by going into this profession.
Keith says entangling public education with culture war topics has a real impact, giving people another reason to avoid becoming teachers in Indiana and fueling a situation like packed classrooms.
A school district would maybe be prepared to have 4 sections of 3rd grade, but if they can't find that 4th teacher, they open school with 3 classes, which means that they take the students that would have been in that 4th class and divide them among the other 3, which then only increases that class size. We know that that is a barrier for quality learning.
As summer winds down for the Bradshaws, the couple say they'll continue doing what they love, but hope our state leaders see the teacher shortage crisis and decide to act sooner rather than later, focusing on solutions not distractions.
I trust you to go into your office and make the right votes and pass the right bills and, make laws and things like that. Trust me to teach 7th grade science the way that it should be taught. Trust me to help develop young people into great people.
Cornelius Hawker, WRTV.